All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are back in the car again, not going all the way to Long Island today. It is the Monday after Thanksgiving, and we are heading down to a couple stops. UPS store first. We're shipping a train that we just sold. Then we're going to stop at Just Trains of Delaware. So I'm going to head down to Newark, Delaware, which is just under an hour from my house. It's about 10:15 right now. I just stopped, got some coffee from Latte Love, and it's going to fuel us up to get down there. After that, they open at 11, so we'll get there a little bit after they open. I am debating on swinging up to Nicholas Smith Trains in Broomall as well. That's a great store. I've highlighted it once or twice on my channel, I believe, but it's been a while, so I figure, a bunch of stuff was just delivered from Lionel to some of these shops. It'd be cool to get to check them out. So we're gonna swing into Nicholas Smith because they deal with more Lionel. Just Trains is more of an MTH dealer, but they usually have some great stuff. And I need some scenery stuff today, which is really the purpose. I need some plaster cloth for some mountain work that I'm doing around the diesel and engine houses. And there's a couple other little odds and ends that I need. So that's what we're gonna do. And they're gonna bring their own food truck. So we are pulling into Just Trains. It is in a kind of like a business complex, kind of in the back. First time I was here, I was legit confused where I was going, but it's back here, and they should be open. Yes, that's good. That would have been brutal if they weren't. I had to cut through Newark. I had to stop at the UPS store, and campus is in session at the University of Delaware, and it was a madhouse. But we're here now, so let's go check out Just Trains of Delaware. They have a website. I'm staring at it on their sign, www.justtrains.com. That's JUSTRAINS. Not two T's, just one T. Let's go. So that was Just Trains. As I said, mostly MTH stuff. They do have some Lionel things in there, but I don't think it's any new stuff. They are mostly just selling new MTH. They do have some Atlas stuff in there as well. Most of that looked like it was secondhand. They were restocking their shelves because they were at a train show this weekend, so they didn't have everything out, but they did have some nice Atlas reefers that I was tempted to buy, but I stuck to my plan. I got plaster cloth, which is what I needed. So now we're gonna head up to Nicholas Smith Train. Should be there about 45 minutes. But you don't have to wait that long. Let's go. All right, we're here. Let's go inside. So, toy store on the first floor. We're going upstairs to the trains. Would love that in my collection. It'd be awesome in my basement. Giant blueprints.
through the 60s. And then came up with one card like somewhere in the mid-60s.
I'm gonna take your stuff in boxes and have all that out in the store with all the used stuff tonight. I could be going through for like an hour.
All right, so we're here at Nick Smith, and they have a bunch of Atlas articulated auto racks and Atlas big flat cars. So I've got 3 of those under my layout that I actually haven't pulled out yet, but they're so nice. I don't know why I haven't pulled them out yet. I guess I should. They're just big flat cars. Now you can get the trailers for them also, which they have here. So you can get the beer trailers for those too. We do have a bunch of train man stuff, so I've got a bulkhead flat car, so we'll snag this and see what else we can find.
No, yeah, understood. No, I was gonna ask you how many months until here.
Well, they're coming in a lot more now than they used
Here's your cards.
to. Thank you.
And if you'll just sign with your finger.
All right, we're back at the layout, so let's quickly go through some of the things that we picked up. So first thing, I grabbed just a thing of plaster cloth from Just Trains in Delaware. I'm not going to show you that. It's a thing of plaster cloth, but let's look at Nicholas Smith. I did buy a little bit more there. So I picked up 2 more sections of 072 Ross curves. I need these for a future project. I found 2 under the layout while I was crawling around doing some wiring yesterday. And so I think I just need those 2 more, and then I'm going to need some switches. So I'm happy with that. I picked up some Bee People. So these are from RMT, and they're relatively cheap compared to like the Artista figures, especially because you get so many. Now it's basically all the people you see there times 2. So you can put them in different areas of your layout. So I've got 2 towns now that I need to stock with people. So these are going to really help get the ball rolling on that. I then picked up, this is the first for me, one of the Woodland Scenics plug and play cars. Or just plug cars. So these wire up just like their lights that they have. It's going to go into like a wall wart or into their light hub. So I've got to get that system all set up for my new town. But it's cool because the headlights will light up. So it just adds a whole different feature to that town. And then I also snagged just some glue while I was there. They had that in their bargain bin. And then the big one that I purchased is this flat car. So this is the short bulkhead flat car. Picked up for under $60. This is my first Train Man freight car that I have in my collection. Now, what does that mean? Train Man is just their Atlas's like lower level line, if you wanted to call it that. Massive. Actually, it's the trucks are die cast. The car is actually just ABS plastic, but it looks really, really good. And those trucks are super heavy because they're die cast, so it's going to help it track really well, which is always a nice thing, especially if it's going around some switches, things like that. So it's going to look really nice in my modern freight consist, so really happy to have that. Now, I also went to the Strasburg Hobby Shop, and I said I picked up some brass piping, I picked up some basswood. I also snagged a pair of lights for the yard over there where this new road is that I'm working on. So that is it. That's what we picked up today. Pretty successful trip, I'd say. I was hoping to see the F units, the new Lionel F units in person. Unfortunately, I asked them, but you know what? It was they always have some great things in stock. They were really busy today too, so I don't hold that against anybody when you've got that many people in your store, and it can be a little stressful. So unfortunately, we didn't get to see those today, but I'm sure we'll see some pictures of those online as they have been delivered to some of the stores already. So I am filming this at the end of November, and so I'm sure by the time it's out, there'll be some on layouts already. So thanks again for tuning in, everybody. Have a great day.